We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Oakland A's. Number 27 makes his big league debut right after this. Catfish Hunter gets the ball for Oakland in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this ought to be fun to watch in this one here today. A guy with over 2,000 career strikeouts. Think about it. He knows how to get swings and misses, and he knows how to paint the corners. Hopefully he'll bring some of that in this one here, and he should be fun to watch.
Stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
First pitch on its way. Underway in the second of 4 here this weekend as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2 delivery. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Gotta love the battle we're seeing right out of the gates in this game. That's 7 pitches now, and if this is any indication, we're in for a good contest here.
Missed with a slider. In the on-deck circle, Ian Kinsler. He'll hit next. And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do. Work the count and get on base.
And that's just an incredible job at the plate by the leadoff man there. Not only did he make the pitch or throw a ton of pitchers and bust his tail, but he also won the battle and earned a free pass.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Here's the 0-1. Right over the middle, knee high. And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, Dero, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and standing in the ever dangerous Mike Trout. First delivery to him on the way. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Batting fourth, Designated hitter, Jim Edmonds.
Into the box, Jim Edmonds, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Catfish comes set, 1-0 on its way. A fastball that just misses inside.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
The 2-0. 3-0 now. Hunter has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder. Simmons, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to Giambi takes care of him, and the inning is over. Angels leave 1. Angels nothing. A's coming to bat. We're back after this on MLB Network. Garrett Richards, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Richards. This guy's stuff is unbelievable. 95 to 97 miles an hour with sink, and sometimes that fastball he throws, it has a mind of its own. Sometimes it sinks, sometimes it cuts. Good, hard, vicious breaking slider, and his changeup has gotten better. The key to Garrett Richards is staying healthy, and if he's healthy and brings his A game, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter every time he takes the bump.
Ball sent on the ground to Albert over at first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. He's coming off a nice game. 3 hits, 3 RBIs, clutching up. He's the guy they want up at the plate right now when the game's on the line.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jed Lowry. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping 1 on the road on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, they need to grab this one today. You don't want to drop the first 2 games of the season. I don't care if it's on the road. I know you're going to have to battle, play well at home. You can't afford to get on the team bus back to the hotel 0-2.
And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Striding in for Oakland, Jason Giambi, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Nope. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Two out, nobody on. And he takes a called strike 1. Richards Playing here in his age 29 season. He was a first-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's Justin Upton now, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled away. And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2. Hunter has definitely caught the fan base's eye during his time in the minors. There's some real electricity in the air as he makes his major league debut in front of the home crowd.
Boy, you said that right, Matty. And I think the minor league players that get called up today, they're so much more experienced than they were, say, 10 or 15 years ago with all these games, the futures games, and these minor league all-star games and showcase games. These guys are exposed to a lot more at an early age, and I would be surprised if he pitches really well in this one.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And manning the hot corner today is a guy with one of the quickest reactions in the game. That's it at third base. A step and a dive, a little bit of range, but you better be reacting, and you better be able to have some serious hands and a strong arm to get it over to first. And he checks all the boxes.
And a ball, 1-0. Hunter makes his debut here as a September call-up amidst much anticipation. And assuming he lives up to the expectations, he could turn into a big piece of this rotation going forward.
Yeah, Matt, this guy wasn't really the most highly touted prospect coming up through the minor league system, but one of the things he does, he throws strikes, and if he continues to pitch like he did in the minor leagues here at the big league level, there's no reason why he shouldn't be able to stay here and pitch very competitive baseball.
Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Now the 2-1. It's a fastball that misses. The big bat of Albert Pujols is due up next. The 3-1 is in there for the second strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
The 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. He might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late, had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Albert now, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Joyce. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Reggie Jackson. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. And he'll miss the target there with a curveball, and it's 2-1 now. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And check out the left side of this infield. You think the pitching staff's not going to want to pitch the righties in to pull and the lefties away to go the other way to the left side? That's because everything's getting caught on the left side of this infield. Should be fun to watch.
Here's Chris Davis now. First pitch of the at-bat. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. And what's the call? It's a home run. And now hold on just a second here. You can see the 4 umpires gathering near third. And it would appear that they're going to discuss whether this in fact stayed inside the foul pole. And I would guess that after all the discussion, they're going to go inside and have a look at the video replay. And that is indeed what they'll do, as we'll take a look and let you decide for yourself. All right, the review looks like it's over. Was there indisputable video evidence? Yes, it's a foul ball after all. So take the home run off the board, and there's an instance where the video review got it right. Two balls and 2 strikes to count to Chris Davis.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Another full count pitch on its way. And that misses as Davis will reach. It's ball 4.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. His past history with Richards, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Set and the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Popped him up. Kozart in foul ground. Oh, and he misses it. So you can mark that one down as an E5, and I'd bet he'd like to have that one over. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Davis leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Here's Matt Joyce now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 0-1 delivery. 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. 1 left for Oakland. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He'll stand in to open things up here in the 3rd.
Right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Right over the middle, knee high. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And right into the shift. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting 9th, catcher, Martin Maldonado.
And now for the Angels, Martin Maldonado. First delivery to him on the way. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
This one's down to third. And a throw to Giambi's in time for out number 2.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Ready for another chance? Andrelton Simmons. He worked a walk to open up the ball game.
Hey, going back to his first at bat, that was a terrific at bat. Saw a lot of pitches, and one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up early on the starting pitcher.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Catfish steps into his windup. 1-0 on its way. And this is lined softly here to the left side. But this is a foul ball. Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
3-2 pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Now a move over to first, and the runner back safely. The 1-0 home. He's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
To 1-2 now.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
The 1-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Simmons leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. High and deep to straightaway right. Reggie ranging back, still going back. It bangs off the scoreboard, and it's gone. It's a 2-run home run off the bat of Ian Kinsler. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Angels are now out to a 2-0 lead.
I'm cold in this booth, so I know those players have to be cold out there. But it doesn't matter to him. He still has enough power to knock it out of the park. To the opposite field, no less. Now that is some man strength.
Ready now for L.A. Mike Trout hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. But the Angels get two, both on this two-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up, and the Angels are out on top now, 2-0. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Fouled off. Windup and the 0-2 pitch in the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Chapman is retired, and there's one away. Striding in for Oakland, Bruce Maxwell. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider. A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. Popped him up. And no one will get this one.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Hard hit ball to short. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Steve Lombardozzi, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that misses 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about with the first baseman holding the runner on. It's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Grounded fouled off to the right side. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Runners on first with one down. Another full count pitch home. Hit down the third baseline. And this is past him at third. Down the line. It's a fair ball. Now a long throw to third. And Upton's not going to get him. He's in there at third. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Here's Jed Lowry now. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the 1-0. There's a strike. Fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Good take right there. He's given him a great battle with guys in scoring position. We'll see who's going to win this duel.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Calhoun has a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And they are on the board with the sac fly as this is now a 2-1 game.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Digging in to try it again, Jason Giambi, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss for strike one. One and one, here it comes. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Two balls and 2 strikes to Jason Giambi.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And it's fouled away.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
The 2-2 one more time. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered and it's going to go. That one is gone. So it's a 2-run dinger for Jason Giambi. First home run of the campaign for him as the A's move out to a 3-2 lead. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Way in front of that fastball. 3 runs already home here. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home run. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him. And it gives the A's a 4-2 lead.
Wow, another long ball in the early going of this one. The second one he's allowed in just 2 2/3 innings. Might want to warm up those showers. He might be heading that way real soon if he can't keep the ball in the yard.
Stepping in now, Chris Davis. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 4 runs here in this half inning. Up high, 2-1 now.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
And the 2-1. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now if I'm the pitcher, you could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the payoff pitch home. And he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Into the box, Matt Olson, as he will swing and miss at a breaking pitch on the outer half. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A 1 pitch on its way, and he fouls this one off. Good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1 and 2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
The 1-2. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. Kozar's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. Oakland is on top in this one, 4-2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jim Edmonds. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the 4th inning opens with a leadoff single.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin Upton.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Justin Upton. He's 0 for 1 thus far. From the stretch. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time. Upton, or simply J-Up, he was selected in the 1st round back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
A 2-0 count to the Angels left fielder.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
Now the 2-0 home is swung on and missed, strike 1.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Hot shot down the line, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. A double play ball to second. 4-3, and they turn the double play.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper to hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
Standing in now, Zach Cozart, as it's on the ground toward the hole. The flip to the pitcher covering, as that will retire the side. Angels held in check there, still down by a count of 4-2. Next up for the A's, Matt Joyce. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs in only 3 innings, so it'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
The 1-0 home is a fastball taken high for a ball. Joyce is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He was a 12th round selection back in 2005.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
3-0 to him now. Now the 3-0 offering. Popped him up. Pujols has room in foul territory. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, as he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. First delivery to him on the way. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Just missed with a breaking ball.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Two balls and a strike. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's, but they still lead this one 4-2. Here's Albert now. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
First baseman number 5, Albert Pujols.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
1 strike to Pujols. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Up around the face. The 2-1 home. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here now the 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
Now batting, right fielder.
Riding in once again, Cole Calhoun. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Liner toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. 0-0 heater gets turned around.
In now, Martin Maldonado. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. So a nice running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a nice route, covered a good amount of ground, 100 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. Well done. In now is Andrelton Simmons, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. A couple of walks for him thus far. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Catfish comes set. Here's the 2-0. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Joyce will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Angels strand 1. They trail it here 4-2. Digging in and looking for more, Steve Lombardozzi. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
The 1-0 is a curveball that misses high. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. The 2-0 on the way. Finds the zone, strike 1.
I got 2-1 to count.
The 2-1 home. He's outside for a ball.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
The 3-1. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Here's Jed Lowry now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Here it comes, 1-0. Runners on the move for second. He pulls this one into right, but the catch is made on the line out there. Will they have a shot at doubling him off first?
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Ready for another shot now. Jason Giambi. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch. Smoked the other way. High and deep to left. Looking up is Upton. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second home run of the game as they open it up to 6-2 now. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Yeah, Matty V, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
Into the box now, Reggie Jackson. This will take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. That misses. It's 2-0 now to the Oakland right fielder. Now the 2-0 home. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair.
He might not want to throw that one again. I know his timing was a little bit off at the dish, but he kept his hands back. Just missed that one. Fouled that one off really hard.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. 6 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Outside and a full count, 3-2. And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead. There's a look at the final line for the Angels starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have. Digging in once again, Chris Davis. It was a walk in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
Davis waits on the 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Pujols has it. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Another good inning for the A's. Maybe the best fans in baseball right there, and they're loving it at the 5 and dime. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now there's a changeup to start him out, but it drops low and away for ball 1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Lombardozzi in the hole. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch on its way. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down. And this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
Nope.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Here's the 2-1 home. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Three-two pitch. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Popped him up. Giambi in foul ground, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, number 15, designated hitter, Jim Edmonds.
So now the Angels cleanup batter, Jim Edmonds, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Catfish has the sign. Here's the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. A ball and a strike. The 1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Joyce is there, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order. They still trail here. It's 6-2. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Career numbers with Tyler Skaggs. He's 1 for 5. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
2 balls and a strike to count. Let's see what they throw Olson on a 3-1 count.
I can't tell you how big a pitch the last one was. The difference between 3-1 and 2-2. 2-2, you're probably taking a turn for the dugout.
The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped high in the air. There to look it in is Simmons, one away.
Up next for Oakland, center fielder, Matt Joyce.
Here's Matt Joyce now. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Six runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Now the 2-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Calhoun has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Chapman.
Ready once again, Matt Chapman. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Two out, nobody on. The next 1-2 pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
A bounce it to the left side. Simmons has it. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. They lead it 6-2. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Here's Justin Upton now.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch on its way to Upton. Base hit, line drive into the corner. Here's Upton on his way to second now. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Stepping in now, Zach Kozar, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. Catfish is working a real gem here in his major league debut. Any of his doubters won't have a lot to say, at least after this one.
You'd like to see them get him out of here before he leaves with a bad taste in his mouth. He was really pretty much in control of this game for the first 5-6 innings. And as these pitches and innings have started to mount up, you can just see that he isn't quite as sharp, and he's not getting the swings and misses that he did early on in this game.
Throw won't get him.
The first baseman, number 5, Albert Pujols.
So one away now for the Angels in the 7th, and standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
A ball and 2 strikes to Albert Pujols. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with this first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Catfish comes set. Here he comes 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Upton at third with 2 away. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Jose Alvarez is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Jose Alvarez.
Ready for another shot now, Bruce Maxwell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Bruce Maxwell.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. That is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Here's the 0-2. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Ball 2. And a fastball just a bit high.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Payoff pitch on its way. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And a Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Into the box, Steve Lombardozzi, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here comes the 1-0. 2-0 now. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. One out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Simmons. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Jed Lowry.
Ready once again, Jed Lowry. In prior at-bats against Jose Alvarez, he's 1 for 4. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. 0-2. Here it is. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 2-2. Swing and a ground ball to third. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Digging in and looking for more, Jason Giambi. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Two out here and a runner at second. Big swing by Giambi, but he didn't get it, and it's 0-2.
In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this guy to try and drive the baseball right here.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in once again, Martin Maldonado. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sharp ground ball to third. And this is going to find its way into left for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard to start the 8th.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out on ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice swing.
Standing in now, Andrelton Simmons. As he'll take a look at ball 1. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now the 1-0. Hit hard up the middle. And another base hit as this is through into center, and they're in business now to start the 8th. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. 7 solid innings for him in this one, as he gave his club a very strong outing indeed.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the A's, number 39, Blake Treinen.
Ian Kinsler will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed, as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. He's set. Here it comes. And that misses ball 1.
Well, the Angels have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Kinsler ahead and a 2-0 count. And now Dennis Eckersley begins to loosen in the bullpen. Both teams with 6 hits so far. As a look, now the pitch. Liner in there for a base hit. Throw comes in from Joyce, and that's going to hold the runner at third.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets through, but eventually does get to third base.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he rips it on the ground to second. Lowry back to Giambi, and they get the double play.
Yeah, you know, that's a big wasted opportunity. Even though a run does score on the play, they're still down, and trading 2 outs at this point in the game is really costly. Not a good turn of events for them.
In now, Jim Edmonds. Hit hard to the right. Foul. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Comes set, and the 0-1. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. And a big swing and a miss here. 2 strikes. Working for the punch out and the offering. And a sinker there. Swung on and missed for out number 3. Angels get just the 1. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the A's 6 and the Angels 3.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Angels, number 39, Keenan Middleton.
Digging in to try it again, Reggie Jackson. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Chris Davis is on deck. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Squared that one up just a little late. He'll try it again. 3-2. Fouled off. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. The high fastball is in there. The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Too high, ball 3.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Davis, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. just a touch outside. 1-2. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
Here's Matt Joyce now, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home, fouled away. The 1-1 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. 2 out with the man at first. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Third baseman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. Fastball right over the outside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Dennis Eckersley comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Dennis Eckersley.
Ready now for L.A. Justin Upton will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
They look like they're up against it here. Down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Eckersley stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
1-2.
The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. sent in the air out to straightaway center. Joyce is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Angels, third baseman, Zach Kozar.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Zach Kozar. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider. The 1-1 home. He's taken high above the zone. Bases are empty, one man out. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Throw on to first is in time, and the Angels are now down to their final out.
Number 5, Albert Pujols.
Ready for another chance? Albert Pujols. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First offering on its way. Turned on down the line. This is foul for the first strike. 1 strike to Pujols. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. Bounce to first. Giambi fields it cleanly. Step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. Oakland led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Catfish Hunter earns his first win of the season. Garrett Richards permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Dennis Eckersley hammers down the save, his second. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 6 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. The Angels, 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 21 minutes. A reminder that extra BART train service is available on the Fremont Daly City line or on the Fremont Richmond line by accessing the ramp directly outside the stadium beyond the left field wall. AC Transit will also be available.